Yep, we call that the Forge. That's actually where you'll take all your elements and you bring them together and you're able to forge these weapons.
Look at that, we're worse than the Fallen.
Hello everyone and welcome to a new video from Your Destiny. I'm Eddie the Chump and today we're going to cover some of the most interesting details from Bungie's reveal stream for the Curse of Osiris DLC. There was a lot of information in that stream about the story, the setting and the characters, but I'll leave that to the news channels. What I want to talk about is something the stream kind of skipped over, and obviously we'll get to the new raid content detailed later on. Right, so it's highly probable that post Osiris campaign there will be some new weapon forging mechanic within the lighthouse. This was brushed over fairly quickly in the stream, but they did tell us that using this wall glyph and nearby forging station, there will be optional branching quest lines where players can unlock what I assume to be weapon parts for Osiris themed guns. That sounds like endgame to me, boys and girls. At least I hope so, fingers crossed everybody. It was tied together quite nicely with the lore as well. When Osiris was banished from the tower, he couldn't decrypt any engrams, so he had to adapt Vex technology to upgrade his much older weaponry. This is probably where we'll build our own versions like the hand cannon visible from the stream. Now there's a huge amount of potential in a system like that, but that's also true of the mod system too, which in my opinion is currently massively underbaked. My one hope is that it's something meaningful, something deeply customizable for us nerds to really dig our teeth into. Does each glyph on the wall represent a perk? Will this allow you to build the exact guns that you want and experiment with different perk setups? God, that'd be amazing and really would add some much needed depth to the game. I expect they'll cover that more in the coming streams, but I'm sure you can imagine the possibilities. The one thing that makes me worry is when they described it as optional. I don't want a weapon forge that is basically a glorified cosmetic factory. Is it only Osiris DLC guns that we'll be able to craft or modify? Or will the system be much more expansive? Time will tell. At least we know heroic strikes are coming back. Let's quickly talk about the Infinite Forest. One thing that they brought up was how it was designed to be modular and ever-changing between timelines on each playthrough. That means it breaks the Destiny gameplay loop of always having to retread familiar ground over and over. There's something deeply Warframe about that. They did shy away from calling it procedurally generated, but the fact that it's designed to be continuously replayable could have very far-reaching implications for the rest of the game's life cycle. I think we're starting to see the future of Destiny in this DLC, and it's something that I'm simultaneously excited and worried about in equal measure. It's good that this DLC will raise our potential power level to 335 and to a player level of 25, but those stats aren't being given the opportunity to mean anything right now. Let's hope that gets addressed at some point in the future too. Raid layers. Now we get to one of the most burning questions that was in everybody's minds before the reveal. What exactly is new raid content? Well, as it turns out, basically a new shorter raid with all new encounters, puzzles and a different end boss. It just happens to take place on Leviathan, but a different part than we're used to. A lot of people are incorrectly voicing opinions that it's the same raid as before. That's not true, thankfully. What I did find slightly disconcerting though is that they also mentioned a third raid layer for Leviathan that will be released with expansion 2. I really hope that doesn't mean we aren't getting a totally new raid setting in the spring as well. If we get both, we Gucci. But if we all have to wait 3 to 4 months just to get what could be essentially an hour's worth of playtime every week, I'm gonna be mad. What is good is that there will be a whole new set of weapons and armor to get. This new World Eater raid layer won't be dropping standard raid gear, so there's a genuinely good reason to play it. Also, don't forget about the Dawning and the reworked Iron Banner coming soon. There is actually quite a lot to look forward to before Christmas. I've long made the argument that Destiny 2 is not actually short on content. Where it does fall short is on the systems that make that content worthwhile to play. Here's hoping we're seeing that beginning to change in the near future with Season 2. Weapon forging people, think about it. Think about how sick it could be. I am kinda jazzed about the Osiris story, I cannot lie. He's a cool part of the lore, the weapons and armor always look absolutely sick. I am low-key hyped for the expansion. Let me know in the comments how you feel about the reveal. Are you optimistic, or have Bungie burnt you one too many times before? I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to leave a rating. If you never want to miss another video of ours again, please click the bell icon next to the subscribe button on our channel to join the notification squad. You'll be in good company. And finally, please check out our Twitters where you can find updates about new videos and other cool stuff. I've been Eddie the Chump, and until next time,